Hello and welcome to Pondering Nigeria Live. My name is Philip, and it's good to have each and every one of us here this morning on a Saturday morning that seems to be cool and chilling where I am currently now. A lot of things have really happened, and a lot of things will continue to happen. That is Nigeria for you. Yesterday, the Supreme Court sacked Julius Abure yesterday, and still, Julius Abure's side and the people that took Julius Abure to court are both sides are still claiming victory. But for me, I think it's high time Julius Abure leave Labour Party because he is becoming the center of attention. And this is what politicians do in Nigeria. They become center of attention where you don't really need them to become center of attention to. For Abure, he's not supposed to be the Labour Party chairman, to be frank. He's not supposed to be that chairman of the Labour Party. But this is where we are now with Abure. With Abure, he has seized the party last time out, seized the party, and now he has become a warlord in that party. And I'm really sorry to say that politicians are politicians. You can't take them out. I don't know, but the Supreme Court now have their say, and I think Julius Abure will now rest. And do other things. And but what did the Supreme Court said about with regards to this case before we go into who is laying claim on Labour Party and what is really happening at the end of the day? I hope I have audio. I really hope I have audio here. I hope you guys can hear me. So hope you guys can hear me at the end of the day. Okay, so who is now laying claim to the party itself? But let's see, what did the Supreme Court say yesterday? And this is for me very, very sacrosanct and very important. Now, this is what the Supreme Court said on how this was how Abure was removed yesterday, but he's still laying claim. But now, remember in the case of Anyanwu and there is Sam Anyanwu in the PDP and the other guy that were fighting for the position of this secretary. And the Supreme Court ruled that it was an internal affair. And the same thing when it comes to leadership issue, because politicians they really love to hide behind the courts. All politicians love to, especially Nigerian politicians, they love to hide behind the court. And once they hide behind the court, they just throw things out there for the court to determine. And the Supreme Court have understand this. And that is why the Supreme Court said, when it comes to leadership issue, please handle your issue. Handle it. When it comes to leadership issue, handle your matter. Don't bring your matter to the court if it comes to leadership issue. And everybody understands that in terms of what is out there or what is being thrown out there by some of these politicians, I say that oh God, what politicians can do to us as we that follow them, they just turn our head upside down. But I think the Supreme Court in its wisdom understands that that when it comes to leadership matters in political parties in Nigeria, that the parties should be able to handle it themselves. The parties should have the final say. I think from here, politicians will begin to understand, they begin to learn lesson that if it comes to leadership matter in the party, we are the only one that can handle it. So let's move on. Let's fast forward and move on, because we will continue to talk about a lot of issues. Now, look at it. Now, this is what the Supreme Court said. Number one, the Supreme Court has set aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which recognized Julius Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party. That was what the first thing the Supreme Court did. Now, what that court did was that the court recognized Abure as the chairman of the party, even after Abure's tenure has expired. So, and the Abure camp was starting an extension. Then who extended Abure's who extended his tenure as the chairman by 1 year? Because actually it was even a fraud this thing that brought him in. It was a fraud process that brought him in. The actual because he was the general secretary of the party, then transcended to the chairman of that party, even without election. How did this happen? That aside, there's no problem. We'll find out. Secondly, a five-man panel of the Apex Court held that the Court of Appeal lacks the jurisdiction to pronounce Abure as the national chairman of the party. So, we still boils down to what we are talking about. Thirdly, the court rules that issues of leadership of the issues. So thirdly, the court rules that issues of leadership are internal affairs, like what I said, of a political party, over which court lack the jurisdiction. And note that Abure tenure has since expired. Because his tenure has expired, he's looking for he's citing an extension. There is no extension in the constitution of the party. And that is why the appeal court in Abuja, we are faulting it for prolonging. Maybe this court, some of them don't understand that they don't have jurisdiction. And we will keep seeing this matter time and time again. We'll continue to see this matter time and time again, every time with the courts and how this especially this lower court handle issues. So internal affairs of the party rest with the party, and that is just true. You cannot take it away. Please kindly subscribe to Pondering Nigeria and like this video and answer the poll as well. Let's keep rolling. Then the Supreme Court allowed the appeal filed by Senator Esther Nenadi, Usman, and others, declaring it meritorious. Then the Apex Court also dismissed the cross appeal filed by Abure's faction of the party for being unmeritorious. So this is where we are now with regards to that. So now the court have sacked him, and this is how the court have sacked him. But still, the Abure side are still claiming that it is victorious for them. The other side are also, the other factions are also claiming that it is victorious. But this is what the judgment is. So kindly let me know on the comment section below, who do you think is the current chairman of the Labour Party? Is it Abure? Is it this? Is it that? I'm also running a poll. Let me know. Okay, now there are 3 people still laying faction on that position. 3 main people laying faction on that position. Now, let's see. Abure, number 1. Julius Abure, number 2. Number 2 is Nenadi, Esther, Usman. Then Lamidi. Remember Lamidi, Apapa? 3 of them. These are people that I think that are laying claim to this now. But the question being asked is that who will replace Julius Abure as the chairman of the party? Who will replace him? That is the question we should start asking ourselves now. Because drawing close, most of us will say 2027 is still far away, but drawing close to 2027, coming close to 2027, you need the opposition parties to be much more stable. We need a stable opposition party. I'm categorically not for Labour Party or not for any party, but for me, I just want the oppositions to be much more stable so that we have a fight in our house. We have a very good, credible election. But if you have pockets of fights in the PDP, in the Labour Party, in the NPP, then I think there's a very big issue for us going to 2027. And this is the advantage that the ruling party is taking now. It is the advantage that the ruling party is taking now. And we need to understand that we as Nigerians cannot allow the ruling party to make it a one-party system. We cannot do that. We cannot allow that. And we have to move on. We have to move on. We have to move on with things. We have to allow parties to express themselves. We also had that some numbers of there are some numbers out, some numbers of party to be registered going forward, and INEC are looking. I think for me, we need less party, at least 5 party. It is a 5 party election is it for me. I think it's good. We don't need much that larger space for us to have a big party, big parties, 100 and something parties, 200 and something parties. This is just a waste of space, and a waste of vote of voter as well from voters. But if we have a 5 party system, 2 party system for me is not, it's not really not good. But a 5 party system is okay. It brings people together. It brings each and each all the parties together under few umbrellas. And the reason why I am proposing that it should be under few umbrellas is this. And for me, whether you like it or not, take it to the bank. If you have a 5 party system, then you have a strong opposition, and the government can be held accountable on election day. But if you have this numerous party system, because the constitution allows free association, free association, then we keep on having this problem of a very lack of opposition, because the parties are spread all around the countries. You don't even know who is who is the leader of the party, who is the presidential candidate of that party, and the ruling party have a free day. Yes, this is what happened. They have a free day. So we need to make our parties very strong. Our parties in Nigeria needs to be strong, and the only way for me that our parties can be really strong is between us having a 2 to a 5 party system, and that is sacrosanct. We need to have this party system, this 5 party system, or a 2 party system. But me, a 5 party system is okay. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you feel, but a 5 party system, it's okay. So if you think that, if you agree with me that a 5 party system is what we should go with, then let me know in the comment section as well below. Just comment on this video and let me know, and answer the poll. Who will replace Abure? Who is Abure's replacement in the Labour Party now? Because 3 people, like I said, are still laying claim. These are the 3 people. Abure's faction is laying claim. Esther's factions are also laying claim, and Lamidi Apapa can also lay claim, because this whole saga started with Lamidi Apapa going to court to fight to fight Julius Abure on who is the chairman of the Labour Party, and that prolonged immediately after the 2023 election. That fight went on and on and on until people went to court, and at the end of the day, the appeal court pronounced Julius Abure as the substantive chairman of the party. Then the matter went to the Supreme Court, and we got judgment. And we got judgment yesterday. But this is where we are. This is where we find ourselves. So, like I said, we need a stable opposition, a stable and a viable opposition. That's what I think we need in this country. We Nigerians deserve a very stable opposition. We deserve it. I don't know what you think, because with the whole issue that is going on now, and we need a like I said, we need a why I said we need a viable and strong opposition is that if we have a strong opposition, then the ruling party will be held accountable on the day of the election. It has nothing to do with money, but it has a lot to do with this association of a thing. If we look at Nigeria, I think we have a very unique population that, for me, I think they don't understand that elections are a matter of national development. And this is what we have seen post 1999. Post 1999, and the politicians understand that when these people go hungry, or when the Nigerian masses go hungry, that is where they because see, to be frank, these politicians, they don't like us, and I will say it, they don't like us. They don't. If you see them where they talk about the Nigerian masses, they have no concern about the Nigerian masses. They have no concern. It doesn't concern them whether you eat, whether you drink, whether you sleep. It doesn't concern them. What concerns them is that they are in power, and they can spend money lavishly. They can take decisions over your children's future. They can take decisions over what happens to the money being allocated to you to your state, to your local government, to your constituents. That is what they are after. And for me, it is something we should really look at very, very well. Credibility matters most, and we have to take charge of our country. Look, you can see what is really going on around the country. People dying. If you are not being kidnapped, you are being you die via hunger and every other thing. So that is why, for me, I think we should really look at our country and say what works for us, and at the end of the day, we will have a very strong, viable opposition, and our opposition needs to be strong. We don't need people squabbling for leadership positions. We need people that will stand up for the masses. We need people that will stand up for you and me and our children. And at the end of the day, we all smile. We all smile and go home. And this is what I think we should be part of our mantra at the end of the day. We need a very strong and viable opposition. It should be our mantra as a Nigerian. I don't really. I also hope that at the end of the day, it is the Nigerian people that wins, not, for me, the so-called opposition. It is Nigerian people that wins, not the so-called opposition. That's what we need. That is what should happen at the end of the day. Okay, let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on. So now I ask, who is now Abure'S replacement in Labour Party? That is a very, very good question. Who is now Abure'S replacement? So this is our discussion segment. You can go in there and tell me, who do you think, based on all that have happened, all that I have said at the beginning of the show, you can go in there and tell me who is now the replacement of Abure, because the court, the Supreme, the Apex Court have said, when it comes to internal squabbling of the party, with respect to leadership, when it comes to that it is the party that has the sole jurisdiction to talk about that matter. It is the parties, but you see politicians hiding behind the court, taking court matters, party matters to the court, and they hide there, and they take on power and just stay there. But now the Supreme Court have said it in two separate judgments, the PDP National Secretary judgment and Labour Party National Chairman's squabbling for leadership. They've said so, and I think it will put this whole issue to rest. I think so, and this should put the whole issue. But we know how politicians behave. We know how they act. We know what they do at the end of the day. So they will stay in there and they will keep causing one or two issues, one or two problems. And this is where we find ourselves in the country currently. And we need our political parties to be stable, to be viable, and to be free of all this of all this problem, left, right, center. We need them to do that, and that is, for me, very, very important, that we have a very stable party system at the end of the day. Okay, Labour Party is heating up. Where else is it really heating up on the country? We know the story of Natasha also. That is also, by the way. And by the way, I just I think Natasha should be the face of the opposition. Natasha should be the face of the opposition now, for me. If any party is being wise, is being really they know what to do. If I, for instance, if I was Peter Obi, I will look for a way to lure Natasha into my party. If I was Peter Obi, I will look for that way to lure Natasha into my own party, because I think she has done a lot of things most of these opposition leaders have not done. She have done that. So I think she should be somebody and politicians to the politicians to look up to. They have to look up to when it comes to those matters. So I think they should start looking at her and looking at where she goes in from there. So for me, I'm so happy. This is a 30-minute show, please. So we are not going beyond 30 minutes. So I will leave I will leave the rest of the comment to you. I'll leave the rest of the comment to each and every one of us and see where we go to. So kindly subscribe to Pondering Nigeria, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and let's see where it takes us to. We are now growing a community. We'll be coming here 6:15 every morning. 6:15 every morning for 30 minutes, and we keep on talking about Nigeria and everything concerning Nigeria. I don't know. So if you have any other much more comment, because I'm seeing here 2 people have just voted on the poll. We're still here. The poll is still here. Let's see. I'm just so happy that I have finally started this project, and I want to take this project to the next level with your help, with your assistance. It's not going to be easy, but it's something we can really do. We are Nigerians, and we should talk about our country, about the security, about the prosperity of the country, and we should ensure that we do it civilly. We are not here to accuse the government, but we're always here to pinpoint things that are happening, whether they are wrong, whether they are right, whether it is good for us, whether it is not good for us going forward. Like the president will always say, it is for our children, but I don't see that. I don't see that with respect to the president. I'm not criticizing him, but when he makes those statements, I don't see it. I don't see him representing that individual that is fighting for me and you and for our children. Because he says one thing and he does one thing on the other side. Likewise to other politicians, the governors, as well, the chairman of local government. This is what they keep on saying: for our children, for our future. These guys are fighting for their pocket, to be frank. Let's tell ourselves the truth. That is why you see in the last 5 years, a lot of Nigerians, they left the country, and some of them are still living now. If they have the means of living, they left the country. So if you want to be part of the show, please just let me know. Put your hands up. I can beam you in to come and speak. This is just a segment. Send in your comment as well. I'll read it out. Let me know where each and every one of us stand on this issue of Labour Party and on this issue of party system as well. Let me know where each and every one of us stand. We'll have to keep talking. We have to keep communicating to Nigerians via any medium. We have to do it via any medium. We have to try and talk to ourselves. We have to try and give reasons of why things should be like this and why things should not be like that, and why we need everybody to put all hands on deck at the end of the day. It's very, very important. It's very, very, very important going forward. We need that, and we need it for our country. I don't know how important it is for you, but it's important for me, because most of us have been on the receiving end of serious issues going forward. We've been on that receiving end, and hopefully we will fight and keep on fighting for ourselves. So let's go there. Let's keep communicating. Let's keep dishing out everything we could. If you're in Nigeria, if you're outside Nigeria, you can support those in the country financially. If you're within the country, you can also support those in the country. So you can also support those in the country. You can also support those in the country. So you can also support. Sorry, excuse me. You can also support those in the country as well, financially as well. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep supporting ourselves. Let's keep growing this community. Kindly subscribe to this channel as well, and let me know what you feel about our show. This our first show, live show, and many more will come. Many more will come. So we'll be live on Monday once more again, and kindly also watch our videos. It's very important. You will help. Promote and support us in our videos as well. Thank you so much for being part of the show today. From me to you, I will be back here on Monday morning, same time, same hour.